So next up on our list here is Sam, and Sam is from UFO Fitness. Hey, Sam.
Hello guys, how we doing?
We're doing great, except we're gaining weight.
Yeah, I heard that earlier, so I am the guy you talked to.
Yeah. I mean, I know I am. I think most people are because we're not allowed to go anywhere, right?
It
So,
is.
and the
Well,
weather's been terrible. So
yeah,
get
yeah,
us
the
up to
weather's
date.
been the worst part. No,
Ah,
it's an interesting challenge. I have a bunch of active clients right now, and that's something that, that was something that was different. You take the equipment, you take the gym for granted sometimes. What I wanted to do was just take a couple minutes. I'm kind of the new guy on the block, so wanted to tell the brides and grooms a little bit about what we do. Um, I worked in an LA fitness. I'm actually, funny enough, I'm engaged myself, so I can really empathize with all this going on and what you have to do and what you have to prepare for. Um, I ran it for about 16, 18 months or so here in Webster. I loved it. I did it right out of school. It was a lot of fun, but I wanted to be self-employed. I wanted to work for myself. I had people that were asking me if I could train. So I went to the Harrow East in Rochester. I have my own office space there where I'm able to run this and use all their wonderful equipment. They have the ballroom and some other really fun things there.
yeah, it's a great building.
Oh, it's awesome. And what I'm kind of doing with everything with COVID-19 is I actually have an app. So the way the company works, UFO Fitness is an app we have. People can actually see 3D demonstrations of the exercises that they're doing. So what I've been doing for my current clients is, even though the gyms are closed and I can't see them, what I do with my background, which is it's a Bachelor of Science, so it's in exercise physiology, it's in the health, the wellness, the mental health, all those good things. I make specific programs based on what their body dictates. And I have people who are, 18, 19 years old, all the way up to a gentleman I work with who's in his early 80s. He just had a birthday a couple days ago, actually. So,
Wow. And he's
yeah,
working out. God bless him. That's
he
amazing.
does great. And everybody's got different goals. So, you see men, women, everybody has different goals. The one thing I can preach, the one thing we kind of do here, that's kind of what I would consider our brand, is just you have to be comfortable with your goal. And my goal is different than my fiance's goal, which is different than someone like the gentleman I work with who's in his 80s.
Right.
He works a lot on mobility. So what we like to do, what I like to do, is actually have people contact me. Instagram, I have a Facebook page now, which is cool because I got to start all this up. We actually opened in January, so like I said, it's pretty new, it's pretty fun. People can reach me via my cell, which is posted everywhere, 585-749-3575. That's the company phone number, so you can reach me directly, or you can direct message on any of those sites. UFOFitnessLLC.com is the website. You can see some of the things I offer. And I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and talk about what we're doing for May and what promotion I wanted to do for the brides and grooms too, which was something I was really
So I got
excited
to ask before you tell us that, what does UFO stand for?
That's a good question. So a lot of people ask that. We were debating on whether to make an acronym, but actually the tagline, our slogan, is "Out of this world results." And if you look at our logo, it's two fit aliens in front of a spaceship. So the UFO kind of plays more into the tagline than it does necessarily having an acronym.
I love it. Well, and you know what? People will remember that.
Yeah,
So that's cool.
yeah, the funny thing is, because I came from the corporate sphere, that's the farthest thing I wanted to get away from. So you'll see a lot of the stuff customized. One thing I can tell my clients and people who are interested is you're not going to be one of the mill. You're not going to get, a lot of these people do a lot of these programs where it's a one size fits all and they're sending an ebook to everybody. You got to take into account everybody's specific needs and what their body dictates. And because of the app, they're going to see the exercises right there. So whether they're with me or not, they're going to know exactly what to do and how to be successful and to get into shape.
So one of the things that I've noticed over the years is that especially brides in particular
Mm-hmm.
are getting fitted for their gown. They
Mm-hmm.
need to maintain weight or lose a couple of pounds because, of course, it's tight, but they want it tight and they want it
Correct.
smaller than it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah, understood.
Um, yeah. So they need to really stay fit. So what do you do with them?
I actually have a couple of brides that I work with right now.
Okay.
One in particular, she's absolutely wonderful. She's supposed to get married in June. They postponed it to September with what's going on.
Okay.
Uh, but what we're doing is, it's hard to say like I'm going to phone in on one specific thing because everybody is different. There are specific times when strength training is appropriate. There are specific times when cardio is appropriate. Without diving into too much science, I look at what your goal is, whether it's to tone, put muscle on, lose body fat, mobility, and I kind of predicate how I make your program to what you need. And that's why that initial consultation, most of the time I have people just send me a message, hey, I'm interested. I got a litany of different things that I offer. The one we're doing in May is actually called Making Changes, with a little bit of a play on words. And what I'm doing for brides and grooms is I'm doing monthly programs at $29 a month, which I wanted to do it kind of like a gym membership, so to speak, because we can't be in one. And the kind of the slogan with that is, take $1 a day and put it back into something that's going to help you, be either the size you want for your dress or that sense of fulfillment where you're comfortable and you're gratified in that sense.
Yeah, that's huge. And that's the right price for sure because right now every penny counts, and
Definitely.
especially most couples are paying for a lot of their weddings. So that's a killer deal. So how do
Appreciate it.
they get a hold of you? You said the phone number is all over. What's
Yeah.
the website?
Website is UFO Fitness LLC, and there's a little contact tab. They can send me an email there. You can call me. It's my cell phone. Text or call is just fine. What I'm doing for my brides is what I'm going to have them do is anyone who is a bride or affiliated with Rochester Wedding, all they have to do is let me know. And because I run the whole thing, I'm able to process their promotion right there on the computer and build their program. I typically say, give me somewhere between 24 and 48 hours, and they have their program right on the app on a calendar where they can see it.
That's awesome. That's
Mhm.
awesome. So get a hold of Sam. Tell him you saw him on Rochester Wedding Magazine's
Yep.
Facebook event, and take advantage of that promotion. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Sam. I really
Yeah.
appreciate
And,
what
it's
you're
so
doing.
nice too, because if they like it, when everything does open up, obviously I offer one-on-one training as well. It kind of lets me prove that they're going to make results.
Yeah,
And then they can, if they want to jump into a bigger program or a more, advanced program, the proof is in the pudding at that point, which I think is important as well.
yeah, that's huge. It's kind of like that engagement session. You get to create that relationship. You get to see results, especially. Why wouldn't you continue it? That's awesome.
Yeah, very personal because it's homegrown, as far away from the corporate side as I could possibly make it.
Right, right. And like I said earlier, that personal touch of working with, owners and managers of these businesses, it's
Mhm.
huge. That's priceless. So thank you again. I really appreciate you being with us tonight.
Absolutely. I appreciate you having me.